Welcome to Let's Get Creative with Sam, the podcast. I'm Sam Rawlings and I'm a children's creative counsellor. That means I help kids unlock their imaginations and explore the amazing world of creativity. But being creative can also be a great way to take care of our minds and feelings, which is super important. In this podcast, we'll be doing all sorts of fun things. We'll be sharing creative tips and tricks that can help us feel good, interviewing other awesome creative folks in the industry who use creativity for mental well-being, and maybe even doing some creative challenges together that can help us express ourselves. So buckle up, get ready to unleash your creativity and explore how it can help us feel our best, and let's have some fun.
Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Let's Get Creative with Sam. And you'll probably wonder why I have got yellow glasses on. Well, this is a really special episode for me, and it's very different, and you can probably notice as well, I've got two amazing women at either side of me. So we're going to introduce ourselves as the power of
I wasn't expecting you to do that slowly.
I feel really humbled to be with Claire and Emily today, and just for you to find out a little bit more about where the Power of Three came from and how we use it and how we support other people as well. Okay, so that's enough about me at the moment, because it's time to introduce these two ladies at the side of me. So, hi ladies.
Hi.
I think as well, because there's three of us, this is very different, that I'm usually only interview one person at a time, but it seems really apt to do this as well, because obviously this is part of my life. This is one of the things that I do out of my counselling as well, so I'm so happy that they were able to join me. Okay, are you ready, ladies?
Just to say something, maybe.
I am probably going to have to put my glasses back on as well, but this is our, this is who we are and what we do.
And let's just start by saying how excited we are to be working together again this year for our second event in May, because the first one was an absolute storm. We surprised ourselves, didn't we, by how amazing it was. I think we surpassed all our own expectations of what we could bring together.
Yeah, definitely so.
Yeah.
And if we think about like the amount of time and energy we put into
so much energy
planning it all,
and effort, which seemed to get noticed as well, didn't it? I think a lot of participants said that they could tell how much effort and love that we poured into the day.
Yeah, all those small details and extra touches.
It made it extra special.
And that's what it's about, isn't it? And I think one of the things there as well is that we wanted it to be very different, because we're all aware that a lot of people do day retreats particularly for women, and especially around well-being, but we wanted it to be very different. So Emily, do you want to say a little bit about that?
Yeah, so it started obviously your idea, wasn't it?
It was.
So women, you were more started thinking of like counsellors and therapists, weren't you? And you wanted something different for people who looked after other people. So then the more that the idea developed, we decided to just encompass any women in well-being. So it was because us women in well-being do tend to give without receiving, and it was really important to you. And then the more that we spoke about the idea to us, that we created an event where there was a giving and receiving. So you give a little and you receive a lot, because we all like to give, because we are givers. That's why we do what we do. But it is really important that we do receive and take some time out for us, and we all know that, but actually finding space and time to facilitate that for ourselves is quite often a difficult thing to do for people that are overgivers. So we created this beautiful event, put lots of effort into it, and and I think that was really truly felt and appreciated by the women that did attend last year, so much so that lots of people booked on straight away last year and are already looking forward to it again.
Definitely so. And what you're saying about, like, you know, the importance of us looking after ourselves, we're all what's classed as like passionate led businesses, aren't we? We're service led businesses where we often put ourselves at the bottom of a pile. And I work with children and young people, and it's very apparent in the parents as well that they don't feel that they're important and that their child comes first. So being able to offer a space where, you know, people can come, particularly, like we said, people within the wellbeing industry that are very like-minded to us. Would you agree, Claire?
Yes. I feel like you need to ask me an open question. Yeah, because we know how important it is to make sure that we look after ourselves. By bringing in those women in wellbeing, we want to nurture them as well, so we're letting them come in, and then we're providing this space where they're going to give, like Emily said, a little but receive a lot, and I guess that ties into the power of three, that they give once and they receive 3 times as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's so important, isn't it, to make sure that you have that time for yourself, because it's easily to become burnt out, where you know you just get to that stage where you don't know what you want and you don't know who you are, and just being able to be listened to is really important. So we listened, didn't we? We listened to what these women wanted, and that's where we were kind of able to develop this year's as well.
Yeah, and I think it's not just about life and women in us as women in wellbeing. We're trying to run a business, and it's not always easy running a business either. Like, there's so many aspects to it, which is why we sort of opened it up a little bit, didn't we? Because as part of this retreat, it's not just about looking after ourselves, like either physically or emotionally. There are opportunities for people to come in to help grow and develop your business, and which is why it's really important that people are coming and showcasing what they do, as well as getting help and advice from the other women there. And yes, you will when you come on the day, you will receive 3 workshops from 3 women, but there should be 12 women there. There will be 12 women there, but it's not just about focusing on the 3 that you receive a workshop with. The day is really designed for collaboration all around a community, and you get to know what everybody's doing, and I mean, part of the exciting thing is you don't quite know who's going to come and what they're going to bring, so there's a real mix, and you just don't know what you're going to come away with, which is something quite different to any other sort of event and retreat, isn't it? Because it really does support you as a whole, your life, your body, your business, your mind, like community. It's a really all-encompassing day.
Absolutely. And I think following on from what you've said, Emily, is that it can be quite isolating and lonely as well, can't it, depending what your business is, where you don't know who to turn to. Or so the real powerful part is having those connections, isn't there? Because they don't just sit on the day. They didn't just sit on the day. It's like, you know, how it helps the women who came to be able to follow on and make more connections, because they felt more confident, and you know, they felt stronger in themselves, and also the connections that were made on the day,
and the friendships that have been built.
Absolutely, because that's what's happened from there as well, hasn't it?
Yeah,
definitely. So
and people are looking forward to seeing each other again and meeting new people and meeting new women being there.
So Claire, we are the power of 3, as we know, but it's also about, like, initially it came from because there's 3 of us, but there's a lot more to 3, isn't there, than just being 3 women.
Yes. Okay, no, yeah, all seriousness. So yeah, when we started to think that we wanted to base this around like the number 3, we started to do a little bit of research as well, didn't we? And, but I think it started off with the mind, body, soul, which again is something that we like leads into that well-being and kind of covers the different women that we wanted to encourage to come to our event, and then looking into that, the earth, the sun and the moon, and the more we talked about that, the more it kind of felt like that fit us with what we all do as individuals. Like Sam, your like logo is literally a sunshine, and a lot of the things that I do is based around nature, so that kind of fit into the earth. And then Emily's the
on my moon journey.
Yes,
I've always been inspired by the moon.
Yes, and kind of focusing on that self-care and that self-compassion, that self-love that comes from kind of understanding yourself and your own needs, and kind of working with cycles and that calmness and the peace that can bring.
And I think the Power of 3 also came about just quite naturally from the actual setup of the day, like how we wanted women to give and receive, and to be able to make that happen, it just naturally fell into these groups of 3 and working in groups of 3 and hang on, let me get my words right. Just the actual structure of the day just quite naturally settled into these 3s and these triangles, and so there's always 3 workshops going on at once, which will be delivered to 3 people. And it just all kind of just really fell into place, didn't it? Like it was just something that just really naturally evolved as the more that we leaned into it, and then just really researching the power of 3, that there really is a significance in that, and there are lots of things in nature that thrive on 3, which is where we want the ladies that come to us to be able to tune into that and to feel the power of the 3 and evolve and develop in their own unique way.
And we've always echoed that through the name of the event as well. So like last year it was Inspire, Empower, Unite, and then this year it's Bloom, Align and Shine, and we make sure we pick 3 words that we really want people to feel at the end of the day, and this year it is all about kind of aligning your business with your passion, with yourself, blooming into the person that you want to be, and allowing your true self to shine through.
Yeah, absolutely. So do you feel that we really connect to how we come across in our businesses, in our own businesses, come across to in the how we run the Power of 3, like the energy that we present with? Do you feel that happens?
Yes.
I think we all bring our unique energies to it. We work really well as a team because we all have our own different unique styles, and without each other we struggle, but when we come together we might sound like weird old women.
Somehow
it just really works because we've got that we've got you who comes up with all these ideas, and we're just like, I want to do this, and I'm like, right, hang on, we're going to make it work, and then I put the structure. And then Claire just makes it happen. You come with your clipboard. And so I think that's our own personalities that really like mould, and we just spend our whole time laughing at each other and our eccentricity. But actually bringing what we do for what our well-being businesses are also connect with the whole mind, body, soul thing, because you're very much about bringing that inner child. I'm very much about nurturing your body, and you're very much about nurturing your soul through nature, and I think that works really, really well.
Yeah, and the place that we chose to that we're running it again from last year, we chose the same place because there was a lot of meanings for it, wasn't there really? I mean, it's a campsite in Wakefield, so for me that's very much like childhood memories of my guiding years and then happy times, and being out in nature and things, but then also I mean, I've got to share this because it does really make me laugh. The toilet is very kind of eco, would you say, Claire?
Well,
Yes.
Yes.
It's very eco, but it makes sense, and that's what we want to kind of promote as well, don't we? Like being in nature, you know. I remember all those guiding years ago where you would just find a hole to, you know, to go to the toilet and things. So at least we've moved on forward now, and it's like a little cubicle thing. But I think sometimes things like that are what give you that gives you that extra smile, doesn't it? And if you're having a bad day and you remember those little moments from the event last year, and there were so many amazing, beautiful moments. I mean, can't remember how much we laughed, but I reckon it was a lot. I do remember one thing that Emily was very good at, and when we talk about structure, definitely was structures. We had limited time for our workshops.
Yes, we needed to keep to time. We didn't have time to not keep to time. I think people were annoyed with my little dingy bells, weren't they?
She had a bell, and I think I kind of tried to ignore it as it's ringing around going, yeah, okay, I know, I'll finish soon. But I was just having such a wonderful time with the ladies that I was with that the bell didn't really mean a lot to me.
It only flows if there's structure in the background.
So you can kind of see what we mean when we are like, we bring how we are and what's our strengths.
And just to add on to that we did take that on board, that to be able to fit everything in, we did need a time structure, but I did take on board that the timings could do with lengthen, so we have added a little bit extra to the day this time, just to allow us to flow a little bit more freely, because we had like 10-minute breaks in between which weren't quite long enough, were they? So we have lengthened the day a little bit just to allow to a little bit more free flow. So, you know, we learn. We do, we learn.
More time for playing for me then.
Too much that.
I was just thinking it was more time to get a cup of tea.
Yes, it was. Yeah, definitely. And just
Absolutely.
time for those moments, because that's quite often where the real connections are built, aren't they? While you're having a cup of tea and a biscuit, and we don't want to take that away either, because there's importance in every single minute of the day. So allowing each.
Certainly. And it is about like, so the day isn't like very slow. Sometimes when you're in nature you think it'll be just very slow, but I think because of, like we said, I'm the bouncy one, so you get that real creativity coming through from me, where we will be, you know, we might not be just sitting. It's highly unlikely it'll be fully slow. There might be a blend. Then obviously with Claire, with her nature and her meditation things, you are going to get that, be able to just breathe and slow down. And then Emily's kind of does that. You do your Reiki and things as well, don't you, and your massages, so there's so much that goes on.
Balance. It's all about the balance.
It is so important. It's the balance.
It's really hard to try and keep it balanced.
Yeah, definitely so. And we've got so much passion as well for it, and I think that's a real important factor, isn't it? Because if you try and do something and you've not really got the right energy, you haven't got the right interest for it, then it's not going to work, is it? And I know that myself from like, we tried, didn't we, a while ago to try and set up something for families, like a day retreat, and it just wasn't at the right timing, was it? Do you remember that?
Yeah, but it brought us to
here.
To this, and this has been, I think this felt right, didn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, certainly did, and it certainly does. And we are such good friends, and we've done so many things out of the Power of 3 events. We went on a tour last year.
Sorry, I just got a phrase in my head I won't say out loud.
You're welcome to if you want to.
Is it about a cat?
It's about a cat, yes.
Well, I was thinking about when we went on our little holiday last year, and I guess you kind of find out about people a little bit more than you think you know. And we were having like a games night, and Claire is
calm Claire.
Very calm Claire, all into nature, meditation. Well, that was a part I wasn't aware of. Competitive Claire came out. It was like, wow.
Brutal Claire.
Oh yes. Do you agree, Claire?
Yeah, I like games. Like winning.
Winning. was the word, definitely. But it was so much fun, wasn't it?
It was so much fun.
And that's the important part of it. You can't just, you know, if you're wanting to look into collaborations and things, you have to know the person as well, because otherwise you're not going to know what works, what, you know, where their strengths are, where your strengths are, and also where they need support. And if I think about myself, this has been said, that one of the things for me is that I come up with all the ideas, but because I'm still in a child mode and my play and my excitement, I don't quite calm down. And I'm so grateful because I've got Claire and Emily who kind of step in and go, right, okay, let's look at it. Let me ground you now. Let's just come back down to ground, you know, to the ground and the earth, and then we'll just do it. And one of the things that I find really helpful is when we do any planning meetings, we start with a meditation. Yes.
Yeah, you didn't ask me a question.
No, I didn't.
That was a handover to Claire.
I don't know where we're going with that.
I guess what I'm saying is sometimes it's really important that we ground, isn't it, before we start something, because it's a bit like when you sage, isn't it? When you use sage and things, you're just protecting your own energy.
Yes.
Would you say so, Claire?
I don't know what you want from me right now.
It's okay. That just shows how very different we are as well.
I feel like I need a list. I haven't got a script to read off. Where's my
It wasn't
clipboard?
enough planning and preparation for this, was there? We don't do ad hoc.
I guess, yeah, so I guess grounding is like a big part of my work. It's something I do at the beginning of sessions, it's something I do at the beginning of walks. Obviously it's a big part of the meditation evenings as well. And I think it just brings you into the space that you're in, and I think sometimes, like, as much fun we have all together, but sometimes we do just need that moment all together to come into the space and to kind of just to breathe a minute, just to take a pause.
Which is what you'll be doing on the day as well.
Yes.
We'll be
Yes,
come
we
together
start
and
the day.
we'll start with we'll do our welcome and everything, and then we'll start with a beautiful grounding meditation.
Yeah.
It's like it's like an icebreaker as well, isn't it? You know, because obviously everybody's different and how they feel, and for some ladies it'll be their first time.
Yeah.
And just having that space where they can breathe and not feel pressured and anxious, and just being able to just kind of leave all their daily life over there somewhere and just come into the space. Which, when I think about it, we all do that in our own businesses. I especially do it, you know, within the counselling space with the children. You obviously do it with your meditation, and I know that you do that with your Reiki as well. So I feel that we do it, but sometimes we just need to be reminded a little bit more as well, don't we?
Yeah, I think it's important. Sorry.
I was just, I guess, on the day, everyone's come from different places.
Yeah.
It's not the easiest place to find.
No.
People might have got lost, or like the stress of packing and getting everything ready and then meeting new people. It makes everybody kind of start from the same point. We can all kind of catch up with ourselves and meet everybody where we're at in that moment. Before we start, we're all starting on that even keel, letting go of those busy journeys
and just settling into the space and
taking it in.
Such a private little spot we've got, which is really nice.
Yeah,
definitely. So excuse me. So one of the things that we haven't really talked about is such as a Power 3 as well is really like, we want this to grow, don't we? We want it to kind of develop, but I think what's important for us is keeping the space as small, isn't it? So it's absolutely, because you can, I mean, it works for some people, but I think just because of our own personalities as well and how we manage situations, sometimes them smaller spaces work better, don't they?
Yeah, it would be nice if we can do a few more events throughout the year, so we can really align with the Power of 3 and do 3 events a year, so that we can have a fun one in the summer and maybe a hibernation one in the autumn, and then an awakening one in the spring, and just really my tumor's making some funny noises. Really just again align with the flow of nature and with the flow of the earth, and align with that Power of 3. And that would be really lovely to see, have more events and have more people being supported and supporting.
Absolutely, definitely. So
exciting times to come.
It's can't wait. I am excited about it, and I I just feel that sitting in the middle of you two kind of makes me think like, yes, okay, I'll behave myself as well. But not in a negative way, just, yeah, well, you can imagine we do like wind each other up, and you know, sometimes it's me who's the pointed one at, and kind of like, or sometimes it might be Claire or Emily, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, we all have our moments.
Of course we do.
I'm definitely like the sensible one, which I never thought of that.
Sensible, Emily.
Maybe not sensible. That's not the right word. I don't know what the word is.
Responsible?
Responsible?
Oh, responsible.
I don't know. Works anyway, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Normal.
Normal. There's no normal in this circle. A trio, absolutely not. We don't do normal, and that's the other thing as well, isn't it? It's, obviously, at the moment, the one that we're running is about women in the wellbeing industry, but we still allow people to be themselves, don't we? And if they're different and things, it doesn't matter. You know, there's never any
We all
judgment
have our
from
own
us.
quirks, don't we?
Oh, we do.
We embrace those and welcome them.
Yeah, and that's so important. You know, we don't want people to feel that there's a barrier because of who we are or who they are. So yeah, they're welcomed in, absolutely.
And I think we try to make sure that we are kind of like really aware of that on the day. Like we have a quiet area that's to one side. There's always one of us that's not doing something. If you needed a chat, we always have spares of everything. If anyone needs anything, you know, there's always like things and adjustments that we can make if anybody needs it. If people are a bit nervous, like, you know, you can have a chat with us beforehand. Like, we're quite open to that. We can explain more things in more detail, and we can put extra things in place if anybody needs that.
And I think we like totally smashed the food issue, didn't we? Like, there was lots of like vegan, gluten-free, vegetarian, like, well, we just did vegetarian in the end anyway, didn't we? But I think that was one of the most commented on things about how amazing the food was. And even I was impressed with what we managed to put together. So yeah, cater for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm definitely glad that I went to the extra mile of tying the knives and forks and napkins, because that made me feel happy.
They look so pretty.
I know we'll be doing it.
It's the little details.
Definitely. And they show your own personality as well. You know, when we put those little details in.
I think I remember saying to you, like, I'm going to do this, just humour me, just let me do it. I know it doesn't really matter, but it matters to me. It
took ages, but it did look beautiful. It was definitely worth it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They're the things that you remember, don't they? Like I was saying about guiding and things, or being there, the toilet, those are the things that you remember. And it just, even after it's all finished and everything, it's what makes you smile and gives you that warmth, which I think's really important for something like this. And also us afterwards having that like reflection time and just that how we feel it's gone and what we want to do differently next time. Do you know what I mean? Like we said about wanting to grow it. So I think it's important just to kind of mention, obviously, just a little bit about yourselves. It just kind of who you are, so that people know who are joining us today. Emily?
You go first.
Okay. Well, I did kind of at the beginning. Normally I would say right at the beginning. So I'm Sam. I'm a children's creative counsellor. I work with children 6 to 19. I'm also an author. I'm, as you can see, a podcaster. I'm part of Amateur Dramatists Society. I'm very bubbly and kind of full of fun and excitement. I work with children 6 to 19, as I said, but I also do 11 to 19, which is in person in Creative Trails. So that is in nature. So when Claire's talking about that real gentleness, then I'm able to offer that as well my way. And I'm a mum and a grandma, and I just love what I do. Absolutely. Emily, now it is your turn. She tried the best.
I am a holistic therapist and a Reiki master, so I teach Reiki and I am a fabulous masseuse. Everybody
Thank
loves
you,
my
Sandra, and I am fabulous.
I am fabulous,
Absolute
darling.
fabulous, yes.
Everybody loves my massages, which is something that I'm not normally good at. What's the word? I wanted to say floating my own boat, but that's all I wanted to say.
Promoting yourself.
Promoting myself, and like having
Yourself up.
like being able to say, oh yeah, I'm really good at this kind of thing, which
You
I
are.
don't normally do, but everybody's always really pleased. So it's one thing that I feel like I didn't realise I was born to do, but I feel like I was born to do. So yeah, so I do massage, Reiki, reflexology, Hopi candles. I am mobile, so I come out because I like the freedom of just being able to move around. And yeah, that's me. I try to be as eco-friendly as possible. I use EcoNidra products in my because they're super natural and really high quality. And I think that's really important for me. And yeah, that's me.
Thank you. Claire?
I'm Claire. I'm a nature-based psychotherapist and a forest therapy guide. I also work part-time at a college as a student counsellor, but in my private practice it's all in nature or nature-led. I do one-to-one work with 16 plus outside in nature. I do workshops that are based around, I've done some around the seasons, around the elements. Last year I did my campfire retreats, which all kind of follow the same kind of pattern. We do a forest therapy walk, you get a homemade lunch, and there's a craft or meditation in the afternoon, and we always close with a tea ceremony, which I will be doing on the day. It's just a real good way of bringing you from liminality back into reality, really gentle and calming way to do that. And I run the Reiki and relaxation evenings with Emily. We do them here in this space, and we've got a new exciting venue coming soon. But less about that right now.
When's your next Reiki relaxation, Claire?
It is
29th.
Is that the Sunday one? Sunday the 29th at
Excuse me. 4 o'clock
4
at
o'clock.
Moss and Moon in Ossett.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
£25.
Yeah.
4 till 5:30.
Thank you. And when is our next event?
17th of May.
At
Midgley.
There's a flyer behind you if you can't remember any of the details.
You will be able to find all our details. We have a website, powerof3.co.uk, and then we are also on Instagram as well. And
power3events.co.uk.
there you go.
I feel like I want to do that. I'll put the link below.
Yes, you
On
can
the blog,
do
'cause
that.
we don't know how to. I just wanted to do that.
Absolutely. And you can find us all separately as well on our own Facebooks and Instagrams, but you can find us through the Power of Three as well. Absolutely. I just want to say thanks, ladies, for joining me today. It's been a giggle, as always, every time we're together. And we can all breathe now because
it's over.
but it has been lovely to do this. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us today. As I said, it's been a real kind of special episode, and it will be you'll be able to find it on Spotify and YouTube, as well as all my other podcast episodes. But that is all for today. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Bye.